First of all, what did you expect was going to happen to her? Number one, I don't think it's jealousy. Oh my God, she's getting all the endorsements. We're going to go after her.
Industry is football season and waiting for football that Caitlin Clark has become a leading source of content. You guys were flying before she arrived on one of those airlines that made you pay for a cup of water.
But she also has the ability to play multiple positions, and that's sort of starting to emerge.
What knowledge do Sophie Cunningham, Caitlin Clark, and Reggie Miller possess that we do not? They made a startling announcement that drove the whole basketball community into a frenzy just 2 minutes ago.
My God, what's good? I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Yeah. These are grown women. This is
They're professionals.
They're professionals.
They are experts. According to leaked clues, this might permanently alter basketball's future. However, the specifics are still unknown. Why was a famous Pacers facility the location of the covert meeting? What is their final strategy? Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries surrounding this revolutionary announcement. What occurs if you place Caitlin? Are Reggie Miller, Sophie Cunningham, and Clark in the same room? Following their recent unexpected partnership, fans are frantically trying to figure it out. Here is what we currently know, though. Under extremely stringent circumstances, the three of them were observed at the Indiana Pacers training facility. Everyone engaged signed non-disclosure agreements, NDAs. The doors were locked, and there was no indication of what was happening behind the scenes.
It's not the t-shirts. You're going to do fine. I'd scale back on the Caitlin Clark angst.
Even insiders, who are typically unable to remain silent on matters of this nature, have remained silent. Why then is there so much secrecy? What is so significant that this is being kept a secret? Take a moment to consider this lineup. Caitlin Clark is more than simply a basketball player. With her performances that smash records, she owns the occasion. She's drawing attention as a rookie in ways we haven't seen in decades.
That's not the fever. The fever with Caitlin's evaluation has gone up 273%.
Conversely, Sophie Cunningham has established herself as one of the WNBA's most formidable opponents.
But she also has the ability to play multiple positions, and that's sort of starting to emerge.
While simultaneously speaking out in favor of equality in the sport. Reggie Miller is regarded as one of the best shooters in NBA history, yet his name still makes every Knicks fan shudder. They have already altered the game in different ways on their own, but when they work together, it becomes more intriguing. Here's why time couldn't be more important. After years of neglect, women's basketball is finally acquiring the momentum it deserves. Stadiums are packed, games are taking place, TV ratings are breaking records, and sponsorships are coming in. It's taking place.
First of all, what did you expect was going to happen to her? Number one, I don't think it's jealousy. Oh my God, she's getting all the endorsements. We're going to go after her.
There's still a gap, though. Resources are scarce, possibilities are limited, and there is a persistent need to further popularize the sport. Reggie Miller's involvement makes a message in this regard. He is more than just a basketball legend. He is a torchbearer, giving this movement credibility and authority. Working together with Clark and Cunningham feels more like a planned strategy than a coincidence. Furthermore, to be honest, this doesn't feel like a publicity gimmick. It screams something greater because of its accuracy and intrigue.
When you go to the highest level, it's going to be a learning curve. There's only so many rookies that's ever been successful, right?
Is this the beginning of a new partnership between the NBA and WNBA? Or is it about completely leveling the playing field? Basketball isn't the only thing this foursome is focusing on. The goal is to alter the culture. However, what precisely do they intend to alter? What if the goal of this entire endeavor is to transform the lives of everyone who has ever picked up a ball, rather than just basketball? The hint suggests something much greater than statistics or awards. Consider this: elite basketball players who excel off the court. Imagine receiving guidance in business, branding, and even media together with training in elite talents. It's not a pipe dream. This triumvirate has the potential to truly develop this kind of big-picture thinking. Locations where legends might educate the next generation and teach them how to rule the game and its financial aspects.
You guys were flying before she arrived on one of those airlines that made you pay for a cup of water.
Finally, the women's game is getting the well-earned news coverage that it's always been.
Here's the catch, though. It's not that easy. Young athletes currently lack the same network of support as their male counterparts, particularly in women's basketball. Imagine a 14-year-old girl growing up in a little Indiana town. Although she has talent, there haven't been the resources to help her develop it further up to this point.
What I would love Caitlin to do is get up one time and then just slap the out of her.
What is wrong with you?
Industry is football season and waiting for football that Caitlin Clark has become a leading source of content.
Imagine the same girl working out at a co-ed facility where Caitlin Clark teaches her the mentality required to coach a team full of seasoned players, and Reggie Miller stops by to tell her how to improve her three-point shooting. With those tools, what does her future hold? Totally different. And that's the whole idea. This is not merely a whimsical notion. The timing seems calculated. The potential of women's basketball has already been demonstrated to everyone by Caitlin Clark. Her astounding performances have packed venues and achieved unprecedented TV ratings, demonstrating that the public is there and willing to make an investment.
Arguably, it'll be over the next 10 years. It's only going to get more profitable as women's basketball gets better, as the Caitlin Clark momentum train gets bigger.
Both the fans and young athletes who look up to Clark and aspire to be like her want more. Now is the perfect moment to encourage that kind of growth. Additionally, the opportunities for cooperation, cross-league alliances, and media deals seem endless when someone like Reggie Miller is involved. Perhaps the goal of this collaboration is to develop more than just basketball. Perhaps it's about dismantling barriers between leagues, players, and fans, and changing the culture as a whole. If that's the case, their work goes beyond simple partnership. A new era is dawning. Is a revolution in basketball on the horizon?
You're coming from college and you're going to the pro ranks, right? What did she expect was going to happen? Why are people so shocked?
This goes beyond simple cooperation. This change has the potential to completely change basketball for the upcoming generation. Together, Reggie Miller, Sophie Cunningham, and Caitlin Clark are creating a legacy that goes beyond victories.
They knew what they were getting into, right? Like, and I'll get to this in a second, but they brought Sophie Cunningham over in a trade for a reason.
There is a goal much larger than the game itself suggested by the rumors of mentorships and more possibilities. Now is the time to consider how this could permanently alter basketball if they succeed. Tell us what you think they might disclose and why they are in the ideal position to do it.
Very interesting. I keep saying this young lady's about to have a huge impact on this team. I did.
Yes, because I believe the Fever do not have an enforcer on their squad. But sometimes it's got to come from the top.
It's obvious what they have planned. It's not over yet. This is just the start.